Welcome to Football Manager 2017, my Wigan game in 2034. This is a home league game against Derby, the 5th league game of the season, and there has been the transfer deadline hath just passed, and where are they? Kieran Whittaker and Lucas Lamp both went out on loan, and having sent Lucas Lamp, my third choice goalkeeper, out on loan, Oxford came in with a bid for Dan Kennett, my first choice goalkeeper, which I turned down because he was my first choice goalkeeper. Then Dan Kennett got upset because he wanted to go to Oxford. So when Oxford came back in a couple of hours later on the transfer deadline day with an improved bid, and I negotiated it up a bit further, I pretty much had to let him go, otherwise I was going to have a very upset goalkeeper. So now I'm playing my backup goalkeeper with what was my fourth choice goalkeeper on the bench. Now Wilson, my backup goalkeeper, has at least played a couple of times this year when Kennett got injured early on in the season, and he proved adequate. But I don't know how good he's going to be as a medium-term solution. So now finding a good goalkeeper that I'm willing to buy has become a priority for the January transfer window, and my fans are unhappy because Kennett's gone, but I now have a goalkeeping, I wouldn't say crisis, but a goalkeeping concern. I wasn't expecting to lose my first and third choice goalkeepers on transfer deadline day, or the day before transfer deadline day and transfer deadline day. So that's a little bit of a surprise to me. Kennett, who went to Oxford because he wanted to play with a better class of player, I'm first, they're 11th. He went into the same division. So there's no accounting for logic with goalkeepers, but there again, all goalkeepers are essentially mad. So I'll see how Mr. Wilson works out for a few games. I'm scouting a couple of free transfer kiddie goalkeepers with tons of potential to see if I can bring them in on frees as at least giving me cover. But, well, to be honest, I wasn't expecting to be doing this well even early on in the season anyway, and this could be one of the reasons why my season starts to fade. On the bright side, however, after the cup game that I won and the previous home game, I'm now actually back to having some cash in the bank, having made a profit in the last month. I think I've got a couple of 100,000 actually in the bank now, whereas before I was 420,000 in debt. So that's something. And okay, first 5 minutes and Fulham, who are in second place, are beating whoever they're playing, so I've dropped down to second temporarily until I go and destroy Derby here, which he says with such great confidence that I'm going to actually destroy Derby. I have my doubts, but at least when this game started I was in first, which means I should get a bigger crowd for this game, because when you're at the top of the division you tend to get bigger crowds. And bigger crowds mean bigger payday, and I need the money. But as with everything, especially my teams, that was dodgy, and dodgy goalkeeping as well. Yes, I wasn't expecting to do anything but struggle this season, and this could be the start of when my season starts to go, but the direction it should have been going from the start of the season, essentially backwards. I didn't want to sell Kennett. As I mentioned, in the last few times his name came up, I actually trusted Kennett as a goalkeeper. But when somebody wants to leave and gets upset because you turn down a transfer bid, it's a matter of either you're going to end up with a player with low morale and is upset and then tries to force a move out of the club, or you just let him go. And whilst he was good, he wasn't brilliant. So I figured it was the lesser of two evils, letting him leave. I may live to regret that decision. But 20 odd minutes in, and apart from the less than brilliant move by Wilson, where he almost got beaten for coming off the line when he shouldn't, we've looked kind of okay against Derby. Nothing particularly brilliant. Oh, and for my next match, which I think is away to Middlesbrough, at least one of my players is going to be away on international duty as well. So next game I will be playing with another backup player starting. Wedderburn, you should have scored from there. I will say this team is still getting the opportunities. It's still doing a good enough job of that. It'd be nice if it put a couple of them in the back of the net, but oh, a nice header from James there. And a few times I've actually gotten the ball at the end on a corner. Bar humbug, you're going to book Turner now. Oh, and the next round of the English League Cup, I am away to, I think it's Sunderland, but they're pretty sure it's Sunderland, a Premier Division outfit anyway. So I think, even though I've reached the third round of the English League Cup, I think my cup run ends pretty much at that point. Away from home to a Premier League outfit is probably more than this side's going to be capable of dealing with, to put it politely. That wasn't a bad ball by Harwood. And that was disappointing by Chamberlain. And that was well done by Heaton. And again, unlucky Turner. Well, Heaton's doing a wonderful job in the midfield, I must admit. His stats or his rating may not reflect that, but watching the actual game, Heaton is kind of important to me. That's about as motivated as I'm going to get. And as Turner keeps missing, we'll put Mr. Slaughter up front. And Lee Harwood can stay on with his yellow card. And to be honest, my left back is not doing that wonderfully, so we'll give Mr. Wilson another run out, as he had a wonderful debut the last time he was on the field. Maybe a mistake. But as I say, I didn't expect to be anywhere near this high in the division and doing this well, so I've got to rotate my squad to some degree, even if just using substitutes, so I keep some of my substitutes match fit. They can't get all their match fitness from the under 23s. Right. So their players get lectures, mine get yellow cards. That was a lousy free kick. I'm kind of glad it was a lousy free kick because it was theirs, but just noting the technique, it wasn't good. Oh, I did also win Manager of the Month and my on loan left back won Young Player of the Month and Player of the Month. Something you don't get to see very often. Derby make a couple of substitutions. This really hasn't been a particularly scintillating match, I must admit. The highlights haven't been that, if you will excuse the expression, that high. There'd be more medium lights than highlights. According to the scores, Birmingham are getting absolutely destroyed again. Well played, Wilson. You got to the ball first, that's something. Oh, what the heck was that as a throw-in, Riley? You suddenly started playing for Derby or something? Through ball. Unfortunately, Harwood decided he didn't want to bother running for it. Well, that looked like it might have come close to crossing the line. Nicely followed up, Wilson. Oh, why didn't you follow that up, Wedderburn? Why did you stop? We keep having these opportunities and we keep failing to take them. Oh, nicely controlled ball there, Chamberlain. Unlucky with the shot. The way you limboed yourself underneath that ball was actually kind of impressive to watch. Yes, this team has definitely had its opportunities, it just hasn't done a good job of taking them. Once again. He certainly did better with that throw-in than Riley did when he tried one. She passed it to a guy in blue. Oh, good ball over the top. I know Slaughter's old, but he got there and then missed. I cannot believe he didn't get that on target. Oh, another good through ball. Unfortunately, I couldn't get on the end of it, but let's see what the attempt was. Seriously, he was onside? I'd like to see that from another angle. It's a good, well-taken goal, but I thought he was offside when the ball was played. It was close. I think the Derby players and the Derby manager could have a reasonable gripe about that one. I know if I'd been on the receiving end of that goal, I would be having a moan about dodgy refereeing and goals being given that were blatantly offside. So I wouldn't blame the Derby manager if in the press conference he has a comment about that goal. Well, with about 5 minutes to go, can we hang on? If you're going to take corners like that, then yes, I definitely will be able to hang on. Oh, Wilson, get back there. You can do it. Obviously, no, you can't. Yay, good clearance. That could have gone anywhere. I'm just glad it went out for a corner. Oh, okay, they're going to have another corner. So far, they've been about as good at taking corners as my lot are. Yes, that's 3 times Slaughter in a row. Slaughter has got up and headed the ball away. Oh, 1-on-1. Chamberlain chose to hold the ball up rather than try and take him on. Fair enough. Oh, nice through ball to Heaton. Yeah, he proved he can't shoot either, but it was a nice through ball. The build-up play for my team is frequently impressive. The end result, less so. Oh, nice tackle, Wilson, that's yours. Get out of the way, referee. Another good ball over the top, got on the end of. Can he get a cross in? He can! Oh, that looked like a penalty, ref. He took Heaton down when he was a clear goal-scoring opportunity. Come on! Well, that's such things as dodgy defending, and that's certainly like one. I mean, they can may have a complaint about offside for the goal, but I certainly have a complaint about not being given a penalty there. Okay, I'll take that. Harwood almost got his head kicked off then, bending down to try and head the ball when someone was going in with his foot rather high. Again, it would have been Harwood's fault. It wasn't the Derby player's fault. The fact that Harwood decided to bend his head down towards the foot can hardly be blamed on the Derby player. Oh, nice running there, Harwood. I was watching you anticipate that one. Not a bad shot there by Wedderburn. Oh, Perez got turned around there. What are you doing, Slaughter? Okay, time wasting and winning a free kick, obviously. There were so many other better options, but you went for the let him foul me approach. Well, that was close. Wedderburn managed to get man of the match, which, fair enough, I'm not going to argue with it. Darn, Oxford won. There again, they were playing Chesterfield. But I was hoping that when I ran into Kennett, he would be in a less than optimal position, because I wish bad things on people that want to get away from my club. Yeah, we can maintain a winning streak, a whole 5 games in a row. And the press conference is going to say, I have a 100% record. Yes, we'll keep working very hard. I'm not going to discuss individuals. Well, that's going to be it for this one. As always, I hope you enjoyed what was a close fought encounter with a decent second half, a less than great first half, and hopefully I will see you down the road.